really captured face there. A really candid moment there with the glasses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Any takeaways
I
from that
love
one?
these posters,
Fifflaren?
man. No, I think they're great.
I want all these on my wall.
Yeah, no, I just think they're great.
Just
Every day when I wake up, I want to see Murr's face.
or L looking something.
That was
extra
really
on.
good.
Got cuter for sure.
Either way, it is
Here we
very
go.
important to figure out what maps we're going to be playing on, and it
So
looks
Torque
like it's
picked
Inferno,
Inferno.
Mirage, and we're going to be finishing out on Train should we make it that far. How's
Okay.
this map pool looking, guys?
Maybe
Well-
Vega takes Inferno, Torque takes Mirage, and then I don't know about Train.
Vega like Train, I think. So.
Yeah, so
I think that we're also forgetting the fact here that, yeah, sure, Vega is like super wild card. Listen, they've beat a pretty good amount of teams here.
No, I mean,
and they're,
I-
like, they're
before-
actually really good, right?
honestly,
So,
I would
once
say
upon a time.
2-0.
once upon a time, it's like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying once upon a time, so it happened. It
I would say
definitely
2-0 to Vega, unless something special happens. Actually,
I mean,
I
sure,
was
I
just
mean-
giving Stu some credit on the Mirage call. But
No, I mean, they should be definitely clear favorites, though, right? But Vega is. I feel like I never know where I have like Vega as a team in general. So like yesterday, like you were talking about Stunna, like North, we're just having a.
A flat-footed day.
Yeah, I mean, it basically looked like the Torque game that they were playing versus SK. Like it was very flat overall. So I think this game, I definitely think we're gonna see a lot of action. Torque could potentially win. Vega for me, favorites for sure. But listen, I don't want Torque to just go 0-2, be that kind of team that's just like, oh, we just invited them for the
Well,
memes.
The correct term is 0-2 barbecue, I think.
0-2 barbecue.
0-2
Yeah.
BBQ.
I'm curious to see because yesterday when we watched the Torque guys play versus SK, they're actually getting some decent picks,
Yeah.
like and
No,
getting
no, they
some
got the
number
duels.
advantages. But they were just not really aware of the timing windows across the map. So they had some discussion. I went up there and I saw them talking a lot about the demos and the matches they played. So curious to see how much
I'm just doing it.
improvement. Here's Stu.
My fault. My fault.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm curious to see how much improvement we'll see on those things. We gonna get Rush and Tarek in here?
Oh, we're doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Where do
You
you
want
have
to
to
throw the
go?
headset on, Will?
Where do you have to go? Oh, okay.
A video.
Hell yeah, dude. More content.
All right.
coming
Thank
back.
you guys.
Coming back.
Sorry.
All right, peace. No, I agree with you. I agree. I actually think that the rounds that Torque won, even though it wasn't a lot of them, and even getting entries and stuff, I actually think they did a really good job. It was just more so of like actually turning those losses around, or even those the entries and stuff into like a
Situations, yeah.
winnable situation.
I remember we saw, what was it, the round on Inferno particularly where Ku stopped, somebody left mid, and then they had mid control and car control, and AZK was car alone, but he just sat car and didn't do anything, and then they started just jiggle peeking porch and dying
That's
to
right,
pit.
yeah,
So
that's
that's
right.
where they
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to know, hey, there's only one guy left A, pressure wrap right now, or pressure B, and I remember having that combo with them, so we'll see.
You guys mind if I get my predictions?
Yeah, give
Get
it
him
right
in.
now.
Yeah, man, let's hear
Oh,
it,
you
man.
mind?
No,
Step
no,
outside,
yeah.
Vern. Step outside.
All right, we're going to be moving
All
these
right.
cameras outside real shortly. Please, go
We
on.
were supposed to do that.
I'm gonna go with 2-0 Torqued.
Damn, bro. The
Brax,
point
don't fail me, please,
Oh.
bro.
2-0.
Well, I say 2-0 just because I talked with them a little bit, and they said their best two maps right now are Mirage and Inferno, and they
All right.
practiced it a lot. And I'm sure they knew. All right.
Stu just mid-sentence leaves.
Where the hell do you think you're going, Trace?
All right then, 2-0. All right. Oh wait, are we live? We're live, right?
Yeah, we're
It's
live.
Here we go.
We only have 3 people, but
It's all good.
the holy
We'll
triangle.
manage. Oh, they're wet? Oh, you're muted there as well. Muted that microphone. I
Oh, you
think.
can't hear me?
Oh, now here
There
we
you
go.
go,
Yeah.
there you go.
All right.
3B here from Vega. Interesting start, and it's going to be met with Torqued, who's also there, a little bit of a opposite side of the battlefield here in Banana, and I don't think they're aware. Vega has this HE nade who's going to do a lot of damage if they don't kill these guys instantly.
Ooh.
One nade come isn't.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
that's a quality
this is
grenade,
not
too.
a good start.
I love that setup for Vega.
But AZK is able to get one, and honestly, the Glocks in this position are such a sensitive subject for the Vega guys. If you incorrectly strafe once, there's a lot of potential. But Torqued's still not in a terrible position. Vega, in certain situations, could have actually taken alt mid right here and really ruined the round for them, but they have not done that yet, so they don't have full info. Still a 4 versus 2 here on the bomb site. Yeah, I was just gonna say if no one moves, this round is still totally possible to go both ways. There's a lot of distractions back.
I think what's troubling about Torqued in this situation is that they're only holding banana. They're not watching for flanks at all, so they're open to like some big flank, even though there's nothing coming. Oh wow! And you can't really count for that either. A couple of shots through the smoke, everyone gets melted. Wall smokes don't count for anything, and The low HP counted against them.
I mean, huge kill there by Mir right away, just setting the tone. You know, he's like, okay, you guys
Well,
want to
and
keep
then
testing it, then
and then
the
the
fall off
nade.
the.
The nade, I think, was MVP of that whole round.
Yeah, that AG.
Oh my god, man.
What's his Twitter?
It just sucks because they can't just have one guy walk around that corner right there. But how would you know? They don't want to make
Can't do
noise.
anything about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking Chopper, not Mayor. 1-0.
Alright.
Pistol round going in the way of Vega.
Another thing that I will say in regards to Torqued, in terms of money management, I think they did a really good job. There's some rounds like maybe you shouldn't double save, but in terms of not really spending any extra money where you really shouldn't, I actually think Torqued did a really good job there. Like, hey, listen, we don't have a lot of money. Don't even buy a P250. Let's just like keep the Glocks, no armor, no nothing. Certain rounds, well, even this one, I don't think we saw this from Torqued almost.
Good discipline with their economy.
So, yeah.
Banana control from Vega. Everybody from Torque set up in pretty passive spots, just holding for pushes. They respect this bottom banana smoke. They know that there's probably no point in jumping through. It was a huge advantage for Vega to have them here. But wow, good flash. I mean, the flash actually has them turn around, and they trade out favorably. They also know now that there's probably no one else here to defend. So if they get the smoke off, they can cross safely. But it looks like Mir's going to have a fair fight on his hands, and now it rotates in. But because the trades were still favorable, even though they don't have a smoke for the cross, they're in a pretty good position. Easy kill from Pollo, and the second one as well. Oh, Kusta helps him out. Perfect stuff.
Nice.
Could they? What went wrong there for Vega?
I think they shouldn't have played that pushed up to begin with, knowing that Torqued will be on a save.
You see
or
the-
force by rather.
Yeah, you see the really top teams, even if they're just smoke or even if they got a guy down on logs, they're very aware for the second guy not to die, and
Yeah.
for both of them to go down there. It's almost more worth it to just let your guy logs die if you know 4 guys are jumping through the bottom B.
Yeah, because as soon as you get the I can't remember which one was the second one for Vega, but as soon as you take that fight, you better be well damned that you gotta at least get 2 or 3, you know?
Because the rotate's so
yeah.
long, right?
Yeah,
for your
I
other
mean,
teammate.
at least he was quick. Maybe not a favorable duel. He didn't have any nades to begin with. He only had the UMP, like the last guy in spawn that time in Vega, but
Good Halls push to start this round off, and the counter force up. And it's kind of hard to justify that they counter forced up, considering they didn't actually even get that many kills last round. So, no, Torqued are going to be pretty happy about this, I think, except for the fact that they're down 4-5. Top banana control has been taken, but they've still got to sniff out snacks if they can find it.
Let's see if Torque does this better than they did versus SK yesterday. They ran in and Fallen came through with the double CZ kill. Now Steel doing it right, going in by himself. They don't want to overextend too many people because there's no reason to get blind. You want to play anti-flash, so they did this correct today. Looks like they have been doing their research. Steel getting a little overexcited there, but now at least they're in a situation which should be easy to contain with the guns they have. Unless they're not aware of this boost, it could let them crash.
Torque doing it, turning it around, bringing it to 2-0 now.
they did ask for more duels today. Felt like they didn't get a lot versus SK yesterday. They're definitely going to get duels here today.
Now Vega's economy is eating dirt.
Torque now in a good position, the same position they were put in yesterday versus SK, where the opposite end, they won pistol and lost that anti-eco. And on a map like Inferno, it's pretty important. You could still get away on the T side with not having the greatest nades, but CT side's pretty rough without 5 smokes, some mollies or HEs.
See a heavy presence of counter terrorists here on mid. They're going to be trying to get a couple kills out of this on pistols. Not going to happen. Steel and AZK both picking up doubles. And Chopper actually getting killed before he's taken out by AZK with the MAC-10. Just mopping in some money there for Torque, 3-1 is your scoreline.
It looks like a really dominant round from Torque, which it was, but the most important part was that they didn't lose any players. So now they know, moving into the next rifle round here, that if they want to go ahead and do a bonus, not upgrade on everybody, they can still lose the round, still be in a pretty good spot. Torque have such a stranglehold on this half already. But like guaranteed a minimum of, 2 more attempts at rifle rounds plus these 3 rounds. Nades come down to the default. Everybody's sitting up passive one more time, but that might count against Vega. All they're doing is testing a bracket. They've given up banana at the cost of 1 Molotov from Torque, so they're going to be happy that they went up here to test.
Now this concept right here is actually similar to the pistol round. Let Steel create a little space, still behind him for the trade, but make sure you actually do get that trade. This is actually pretty good if they get to the site without dying. No head armor on Murray, he's going to get taken down. Akusta after that little Mac 10 goosh from, or something to the corner. So.
Steel ends up shutting that guy before going down as well, the first guy.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, yeah. So AZK gets an easy kill there with the Mac 10.
3-man retake by Vega over here on the CT side. All
This
in
is-
fours, and they're just going to call it off.
I mean, so far it's only been 4 rounds, but this is looking so much better than for Torque than yesterday versus SK. Now, granted, like you said, Jordan, that Vega just backed off after just 1 molly, right? So
Yeah.
maybe fight that a little bit more, but just the fact that Torque is getting a lot more space to work with and actually be able to like finish their executes. I mean, it's working out, right? So
Yeah, they didn't
very
have
impressive.
Vega didn't have a lot of nades, so I don't
Mhm.
know if that was the reason Torque did that, but able to take B control pretty easily. Not having to fight the double molly, double nade combo, you know?
Jordan, what do you think if you have a situation where you don't have enough for full grenades, you're on CT side of Inferno? What's your like go-to information play? What do you?
I don't know, sometimes there's a couple ways you can approach it. Sometimes the old nip approach where you just do the triple rush mid, 2 push B, and try to like just take the fights and at least if you're gonna lose, make it like a 1v1 so their economy doesn't build. Or check your spawns and maybe do a little Halls peek alt mid early and then maybe overstack B and get a little gambly that first round because you're gonna end up saving anyways if they lose a site. So maybe get that third guy over to B mid round if they're going slow. But really, it's obviously there's a lot of variables from knowing your opponent to the time of the match. So.
One more time, and test off Banana. Steel gets that opening kill. It's pretty much like 3 for 1
He's
on
able
those.
to call 2 more B, I think, with that op shot followed by a rifle shot.
Kind of stick around there. Fight a little bit more. Smoke there in middle, inhibiting them from moving up that mid area. Meanwhile,
And I think if you see mid smoked there, you should have a couple guys behind the mid smoke, and they took Hall's control. If they know mid smoked, you're normally 1 left mid, 1 right mid, or at least 1 on either side. And 1's passive, they knew 2 or B. That could have crept to the end of Hall. That's where you see teams like SK face, Sean was talking about yesterday, where the guys on the edges are so aware of counting. It's like counting cards, but they're counting numbers and rotations. And the better, maybe the more Torque practices, the more they'll start to see him. Because I know AZK was talking yesterday that he's still getting used to like some of the decisions he has to make in his role. He feels a little bit out of the game and after playing so much Overwatch.
You ever taken a break from CS, Jordan?
This is the first one.
Oh, damn.
in 20 years.
And yeah, literally.
That's insane.
Only 20 years. Here it is. The B hit. All remaining members of Torqued over there towards the B site. And, well, they're in the site. They're going to be trying to get this bomb down. However, no smoke to block off that backhaul. So Brax does fall. And in the meantime, though, AZK is able to get the bomb down. Pollo posted up there towards the dark area of the site, in the B site, Inferno.
Do you like that utility usage? Instead of smoking off spools, they held onto it just to re-smoke CT?
Yeah.
There's one for AZK.
Your angle.
Oh.
One for Pollo. Now up to JR. In a 1v1 against Pollo. Pollo super hurt. Does fall. And plenty of time for the defuse with the kit. Hell, probably even without. Maybe not without.
But that was 4 rounds in a row from Torqued, right?
And on top of that, you only have JR staying alive from Vega.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in.
A lot of money on Torque.
Who do you think, whose pause is this? Can we see? I don't know.
That's one thing
Someone
I wish
said it
that they
yesterday.
would incorporate.
Sorry?
Because like when you
Yeah.
pause, for example, why not like, for example,
Vega timeout.
yeah,
or
like
something.
something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you know at least who pauses the game.
I'm curious if it's Vega, maybe Torqued, just because they know it's a big opportunity to reset their money. So we've been reminding people a lot of different little tidbits for the basics of CS, and in this situation, since Vega just won their first round after losing 4 in a row, they have their loss bonus will go away now if they lose this round, and on top of only surviving with 2 people, or 1 person, they're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Anything under 2 is you're pretty much screwed.
Yep.
So you need at least 3 or more to
You see,
maintain money. So that's how Torqued knows.
even with that round win, still a little bit of a setback there in terms of firepower on the CT side. Vega, though, JR grabbing that AWP, heading over to the car in Banana, trying to get a quick frag to give a early advantage to his team. Instead, he's going to be counter flash. JR gets taken down. Steals AK is the weapon.
feel like Josh is making a lot of work here.
I know,
Getting
right?
a lot of work done so far this half. Like
Opening kill.
yeah, opening kills every single round, going in first as well when they do execute on the bomb side. Even on anti-ecos, going in first with the Mac-10.
He's only lost that duel once
Yeah.
out of like 5 times.
Actually, he actually reminds me a little bit about the way Kerrigan runs in phase. Being
He
the
does do that a
in-game
lot.
leader, like
Yeah.
going in first and stuff, just to make sure that, hey, listen.
On train, he's always the one jumping out to Olaf, even though literally Olaf is on his team.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Because he sacrificed himself. Like, he basically realizes, okay, listen,
That's hilarious.
I can be honest with myself.
Yeah.
Individually, I am the worst player.
I
so
think,
like,
you know, I
give
called them my
room.
shitty main team, but even I felt like that as an IGL. I'm
Yeah.
happy to die. I'm also happy to get information. Let me take this risk.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
save one of my better teammates.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. I actually think, especially with because what happens is, especially if you reinforce it, like when he says we're going, there's not supposed to be anyone that's just like, I got flashed and didn't rush in. Like, we're talking all 4 here. If the in-game leader rushes in, you go with him. You know?
Right. Lead by example. Hut G with the 3K. Excellent spray down. What discipline in his rifle work.
Yeah.
Dude, the second was sick.
That was
that was
unreal.
nice shots.
That's the other thing about Vega. It's like we pointed to when the first major came around. Everyone was like, "Who is the guy leading them through the qualifiers? Like, who is making this all possible?" It was like Mir. Mir was that dude to look at. But then, you know, this time around, it was like JR. It was like Hut G. They were all coming up. There's a bunch of talented players on this team. Chopper as well. Oh my god,
Josh doing his
it's getting very emphatic.
best Kerrigan impression.
You see
And
Jamarcus IRL
I
taking
was trying to
inventory.
chime in there actually in
Jamarcus.
that late round because I was curious to see how Torqued was going to play that. That's where they kind of struggled versus SK yesterday, getting some of those small man-up situations and then kind of maybe being a little too overexcited with their pathing when they enter the bomb site. It's tough because right there, Hoochie has the
Hoochie.
Hoochie. I like
Hoochie
that.
Mama.
I like that.
And Hoochie Mama has the pit wall right there.
Yeah.
And so you can't really trade if he's super swift about it. But there is ways you could do pathing to where that second guy lane could have hugged.
When you say pathing, you mean like, or well, okay.
Literally the route that
yeah.
they're running up the lane. It's so important because if you're a little too wide from your teammate behind you, the Hoochie could literally do what he did. He takes that first kill without being overexposed to the second one. And that's a huge subtlety with the way you die. I was talking about it on my stream the other day. Like knowing how and when to die is a big skill.
It's like how important is pathing and spacing when it comes to executing?
Yeah, I mean I can go on for a bit.
You go
So-
on for a bit,
Yeah, so we'll keep it kind of relevant to this match. for
I
now.
interviewed this guy one, I forget the exact player, but instead of using routing or pathing, he said waypoints.
Waypoints. That's
And I was
gotta
like,
be.
you know, that's some very much like a Rogue Spear, Rainbow Six type of thing, you know.
Gotta be.
But I
when-
get it. I understood. It's pretty cool.
Does that a lot? He says the waypoint.
Yeah, it's really weird because you also have the way that some people think about like the map in general. Like Gabi, for example, he uses waypoints. So like, yeah, this is the first checkpoint, this is the second one.
Yeah.
Like basically think of
Phases,
like
right? Phases.
Navi, the way that they call is very much similar.
Quadrants, right?
Yeah, exactly. They only have like quadrants of like sort of maps. So like it might be like A1 is like the little corner in long, for example, whereas like B1 might be CT spawn.
Right.
You know, it's like super weird, but I'm sure like once you actually get that, because you get very precise calls.
Oh yeah.
Compared to anything else.
The interesting part would be though to see, you know, having an entire group of 5 people get on that same page.
This is
Top mid getting dismantled.
This
like,
is cool because yeah, Torqued is playing as you would want to play a team like Vega. Someone who's just gonna keep peeking. That's a good second kill.
Yeah, at least he gets that.
Yeah.
I mean, that counts.
But
for
yeah,
Just
they
SMG
just
as well
held
is
him.
great.
Literally stood there in a couple different angles. Braxton, Halls, and Josh in mid. Steal.
Torque picking up that round, getting the bomb planted, as well as leaving only 2 alive on their side. So there was a little bit of damage to their economy, although it was Chopper able to grab those kills with the SMG.
Quick frag.
That's going to give us a 5-3 here for Torqued, going into the 9th round. Take it away, Lon.
They are fully torqued at the moment, Trace.
Fully torqued.
Yep, ready to go. No Viagra necessary.
Torqued up.
Another thing that Sean was talking about yesterday with Torqued, he even mentioned to the team as well, was that yesterday Brax didn't get a lot of put in a lot of situations where he
Shines.
is the best. You know, like in 3 versus 3s, even clutch situations. We didn't see that yesterday, and I think that's also should be like a focus within this team of like just make sure that if we do end up going late games, late rounds,
Brax
that
is
we
unharmed.
Brax should be alive, right? Like he should never be the one going in first or second or even taking like these initial duels. So like have someone else do that and like let him actually work to his strengths.
Bubble Boy.
To me, Brax is like just as talented as he ever was, just as good as he ever was. It was like AZK who had like such a problem adapting to the new game because Brax was like playing the whole time even though it was just rank S.
Yeah.
Which is a hindrance. Like if you can only play rank S to like stay on top of
Dude, it gets difficult.
yeah, like so. But he's had a pretty smooth transition, I think, to competitive play. It's like pretty much the only reason they were made it out of Premier playoffs in the regular season. Not
But
sure.
they didn't make it, right? They
made it to MPL land, but they didn't
It was a really
beat relegation.
It was a really rough showing at the MBL.
Yeah.
Was
A lot of things going on behind the scenes too. Just normal.
Yeah. What do
team
you
shit.
know that you could tell us about this team Torqued in that relegation
Hold on,
situation?
let me
with
check
all the different
my
politics
NDA
involved.
with Torqued right now. I want to make sure that I don't know.
I'm sure
that
you
I
signed a lot
can't-
of paperwork.
I can't discuss it. Anyway, we're going to take a look now as Brax, those who we were just looking at, either way, they do have the bomb down here on the Vegas side of things in those apartments. And right now it's on Torque to kind of take back this ground and take that bomb back against CZs and one P250 in the hands of Vega. Here comes a peek on Shander. I, too, would be afraid of CZ at that range. However, Steel does get the best of him. And with that, they are going to have the bomb yet again.
And they know he's
They
there.
know he's catching.
Two members
Oh.
pushing from Banana. Able to take out AZK. Now that info is there, maybe there should be some sort of collision here. Maybe they should draw down on the A site.
Once the bomb is recovered, they know that there was one person steady watching it. That's JR. He's now backed off into the halls. They want to, respect the fact that he was there, but at the same time, they've got to keep moving because the time is running down. So I feel like they'll anticipate him coming out of Boiler. Yeah, there's Brax ready on the angle. Kusta as well, watching the other side. That's great coordination from Torqued to make sure they close out the anti-eco.
I like that AZK is at least trying a bit more. I know yesterday he said he's feeling a little bit uncomfortable, just kind of sitting in the middle of Banana, not doing anything. So this is the first steps of him trying to get a little bit more into his role. I know
it
he's
is a super awkward spot. You just stand Banana, right? Because what do? Like, you just listen a little bit. Well, there comes the first smoke. What time is it? Well, it's 1 minute in.
Yeah.
Let me just wait, because obviously it's going to be smoked off from Molly the whole time almost.
Olaf does that really well. He's really good at hiding in Banana, and then when the phase guys are about to do something, he like walks in and takes a shot at the guy in the back corner or something. And when a T is that far up by himself, it does so much.
Sometimes they got to run down mid. Balls control. Aggressed
Indeed,
upon.
yeah.
Didn't expect such a steep scoreline in favor of Torque already, but
No,
It's
they've been
impressive.
doing a really good job with managing Vegas' economy as well.
Well, big round here for Vega. They were able to buy guns this round. They will be punished if they lose. But as of now, even numbers across the board, 5-5 on both Vega and Torque. 7-3 scoreline if you're just joining us and just listening at work.
And apparently some people in chat, I was just looking, don't know Brax's swag somehow still.
Oh, wow, okay.
oh wait,
So-
that's Swag in the game that's playing right
Okay,
now. The
Launders.
guy
Yeah.
named Brax.
Not only is
Wow.
your Twitter
I
trolling
thought
me
this was
year.
somebody else named Brax.
Crazy
Couple
I
times.
thought it was a 28-year-old we saw in the video.
The more you know.
Magic carpet.
Wow, that's impressive.
Magic carpet and a magic flash coming right out of Boiler, blinding JR, taking the shot, and then just simply not crashing on him. Not something where you can say, hey, let's just charge this dude because, you know.
Actually not. What's his new name, actually?
I
His-
think
it's
it's
his
Magic
little
carpet or
brother.
something.
Who?
I forgot Brax's friend's new name on the academy team.
Oh. Because I think Steel was Bartholomew.
Steele's Bartholomew. Ford.
God knows. But if you, for some reason, thought that was cringy, wait until you see ours. I'm sure ours will be.
He didn't listen. Stunna.
JR is pretty frustrated
It's
right
gonna
there.
be out there.
Oh, God, man.
7 seconds
Oh,
on the clock.
yeah, I was going to ask that. They haven't shown ours.
No.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen today. I think for sure we saw Vega and Torque. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're not gonna see one of these teams. I think ours is tomorrow.
It would probably be tomorrow, I think.
I hope so. Or if anything, maybe later on this evening.
That'd be exciting. Stay tuned.
Mir finding a kill there on Kusto in what has turned out to be a close round. Mir versus AZK and Poyo. Now with the bomb planted, Mir's going to elect to save. He does
Frustrating round.
does
I don't-
have an M4
While you
there.
guys are talking, JR missed a couple shots that he's been known to hit as they entered the bomb site. I'm not sure if Vega is feeling in their A game right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's actually really tough the way that Vega plays as well in terms of game styles. Even during the major, like it's very important with this play style that you never have a bad game, because normally if you do end up having a bad game as a team when you have this kind of play style, you
Snowballs.
just lose, right?
Yeah.
And you
Hey,
can see
just
the
nothing
frustration.
works.
You can see the frustration.
Yeah, at least that's why you always have fallback plans. You always have like, yeah, we like to play loose, and that's all great, right? Like play with defaults, get the entries, get the picks. If that never works, you at least want to be like, okay, guys, we're obviously not playing that great anymore. Just run the defaults, but at least instead at the end of it, let's run executes.
Well,
Because otherwise, you're in a situation like this. Even on CT side now, if you're having issues, like, okay, well, apparently our default standard rounds for on CT side isn't working either. Then yeah, maybe we want to mix it up a little bit. Maybe our aggression isn't working. Maybe we're not playing too aggressive. Maybe we just go aggressive banana initially, get that entry, and go back, you know? We haven't seen that from Vega, actually. A whole lot.
That's a good point.
Granted, their economy has been really bad, but...
And that's interesting because this is one of their top maps.
Yeah. And that's also what they're known for, I feel like. What are you looking for?
My apple juice.
That's my apple juice.
This is the only juice, man. The only juice that there is on the premises, as well as
Soldier
5
got
alive
that
on both
juice.
sides. A little bit of an eco round here, most certainly for Vega. They do get the opening kill before being traded out here, falling to Brax's, or Swag, as they say. His AK-47. Don't want to confuse
I want
them.
to make a quick comment really quick. You saw how Murr wide swung back into the enemies? Something that's tough right there to gauge, and it's really hard to criticize him for, but it's something he could have done a little bit better, is the second you see like 3 or 4 people peeking you, and he did damage to the guy in the tight angle, he wide swung again in effort to like try to get that guy, but like the next 2 behind him are going to fall into that next wide angle. So if he would have literally just stepped left and literally held mouse 1, he's getting 1 more. And, it's hard to always do that, but
Where there's
I
a
think
will, there's a way.
people paying attention might have got that
Expect
as well.
to play.
Yeah.
Torque picking up that round as expected for a save round for Vega, bringing the scoreline to 9-3. And we're going to see another bye.
It's really hard to unpack those like small decisions that you can make in movement live because they pass by so quickly.
Oh,
but
yeah.
There's so much to say about
Since
them.
we're on the couch like this, I don't mind interrupting. When I'm casting with like Anders or DDK, you don't want to interrupt the butteriness of their play-by-play.
Yeah, we really don't have that. We've got a rough, gritty play-by-play. Right, Trace?
You don't want to hear my voice doing play-by-play.
I mean, I'm just.
I
doing
want to hear
play-by-play.
nothing talk all day.
Nice.
I think you're incorrect.
So what are you saying, Lonnie?
No offense, nothing, but you're wrong.
You're saying I shouldn't do it anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Not you. No one's talking to you, Trace.
Well, you said it to me a second ago.
I was talking to nothing. My board, Jay Gills over
You
here.
100% looked me in the eyes and said my name.
I looked at you
actually-
and said nothing. I love your play-by-play.
No, you said before that. But regardless, I'll
Listen,
let you think
stop
about.
being petty. This is not the time to do
5v4
it.
situation here for Torque.
Pull up the VOD on your phone and recollect your whole
JR
life.
trying to get a little revenge for the last round here. Has a couple missed shots. Now it's a 4 versus 4 situation here. Torqued, 57 seconds left. A lot of time on the clock. Hopefully someone's behind Kus to get the trade. He's a little far ahead. And there is no one behind him. And again, that's a situation where they messed up versus SK yesterday, where they have the number and they have the map control, and they go into a bomb site with incorrect spacing with each other. Not sure, of course, where it went wrong in terms of the preparation of the plan, the communication, etc. But Poyo is all the way up past the wheelbarrow at Porch by the bomb box. And his next 2 teammates have just rounded the corner
Yeah,
by Boiler.
it took too long, right? Because they smoke off Arch there, but you can even realize, like you're saying, the timing is off because the smoke's obviously been there for 15 seconds. But then after the smoke, even Vega mollies, so they even have more time, but they still haven't executed. So you're definitely right. They need to go there even before the molly clears, so you don't get shot in the back that way.
And then Haste makes waste there as Steel trying to jump quickly in the mid gets taken down. 5 versus 4, but they do have banana control and they do have the CTs in the 3 versus 2. Did they just take an op shot? I couldn't hear.
He did.
Did he did? So they know the opera's there, and what is he going to do? Most likely fall back, but as well, he could be holding where Kus is holding. This tells you that there's 3-2. So what I would like to see here, not Poyo walk out, but something along the lines of, I was going to say like maybe him smoke Balk and one of his teammates smoke Moto Pit or left mid and just pull someone a little, pull some nades.
Yeah, and that Molotov just a little too late there to do much damage. However, AZK is going to be able to get that kill. AZK and Poyo both sitting at really low HP. Swag at full HP with the bomb. And JR is going to go ahead and take him down, of course, because I said he has full HP.
Damn, JR full confidence stayed out there after he took the first shot, realized it wasn't going to swing on. Even though he did, he was just ready to go for the repeat.
Only one guy in A right now, but only for a couple more seconds as Kashander is about to Kashone these guys. In mid.
That's I was wondering what you're gonna do with that.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I was
appreciate it.
freestyling.
I appreciate
I had a
it,
couple.
yeah.
I had a couple verses planned out there.
It's
And
gonna
I just
show
fell
'em.
off.
What a show off.
Just throw whatever word at you.
All right,
Show me your moves.
last
Oh, wow.
round of the half.
Last round of the half. A full buy on both sides. 2 ops on the side of Vega.
Vegra.
Sophia
Vegra.
Vegra.
Viagra.
Difficult over here right now.
Sophia Vergara has 2 ops on her team.
The vegan Sofia
Chopper
Viagra.
and JR. Hoochie, big hang dang, pushing down Banana.
Steele with a big 2 kills. Could he knife out? Is there one more B? No, there is one more B. And I wonder if he knows that. Is that's why he didn't go through. Poyo, let's see if you learn, baby. Get your teammate up mid right next to you now. As Steele creeps left mid. Keep holding. He hears this guy. If he gets this kill, they should explode porch with 3 or 2 up.
Wait, is he protecting his teammate? Oh, his teammate's not out of boiler. Perfect.
Big kill.
Good
Now
play.
start wrapping and then let the Halls guy get to the end. The Halls don't peek until Josh takes his spot and sees where he's at.
Oh.
Doesn't see him yet. Now he
Oh,
does.
the
Don't jump
crosshair.
off the balcony too quick. You will die.
Kashander and
Listen,
Chopper, Poyo,
Listen,
and
look at this
Brax.
bad
Look at
timing.
his spacing,
This is
yeah.
so poor timing.
Good flash. He's stuck
I
in
thought
the
they
pit.
were
know
listening
he's
to
there.
me.
Uh-oh. They've got to deal. Wow.
Okay, well, Brax,
I mean,
fortunately, is the last one alive, and that's probably the only person
who could
who
hit
could
a
have
shot like
salvaged
that
this
consistently?
situation. Brax is phenomenal in these situations.
Yeah,
But
this is what we're talking about.
Chopper is no new Jack himself. He knows the options that Brax has, and at this point, it's a little bit of a guessing game.
Drop's not going to be heard. The 1v1 situation, Chopper holding down Arch. Kind of in the middle of both bomb sites at the moment as Brax makes his way back to A. And this kind of almost works as a mind game to just take this long to plant the bomb at A, even though he's going back to get it. So Brax realizes, yeah, he doesn't have to go to B, but he realizes maybe, you know, Chopper's not going to gamble. So once he puts the bomb down safe here, even though he gets dinked, that's a lot of information gained. I mean, as long as he doesn't go up in flames in this moment, he can use the smoke to play off it. Actually recedes to a new position. Not sure if Chopper saw him cross back, but suddenly he can play for Halls if Chopper doesn't get on this bomb immediately. Stays on lane, goes for the repeat, easily
Oh,
cleans
wow,
it
risky.
up. Leave it to Swag.
Brax is born on corners.
I was going to say he wins
Just-
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was Sean was referring to, right, yesterday, of like give Brax these kind of situations where he's gonna be good.
Unfortunately,
Critical
the way
thinking, you know?
Yeah.
the way he got that situation was through a little bit of fundamental
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't on purpose, right? Like when Steele gets that first player on Arch, he picks up the op.
Yeah.
He obviously makes the call. He's gonna be pushing around.
Yep.
This one you got to start moving forward. As soon as Steele dies, I actually thought that the balcony guy would already be down in pit by now, just
falling
getting
off
that
with the
revenge
porch
frag.
guy swinging. And
Yeah.
You saw me doing the play-by-play because I was kind of feeling myself in the
Yeah.
situation like you would.
Yeah,
No,
no,
literally, like you wait on that rap guy. I'm
Yeah.
literally as the porch guy. I don't even need to be looking at my screen.
Yeah.
You just progress up porch.
Because look at the map right now, right? He gets that kill,
Yeah.
and you still have one guy in boiler. Good call. The guy in apps was actually about to be starting to push up. So like by the time you actually get there, like Josh is in position. So yeah, it's a little bit sloppy. They end up winning the round anyway. Actually,
Should've
really
been a
good half
2
for
versus 1
Torque.
though,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Like that guy should just die. And we saw that again, like a few rounds actually during this whole half, especially yesterday again versus SK. A lot of missed timings. Definitely better today. 10 rounds on the T side, incredible. Like for me, Steele is just by far MVP so far during this first half.
For real, yeah. All those
All
kills
of these
atop Banana.
entries, good calls as well, and just like taking the heat
Initiative.
essentially. Yeah, the initiative, and it's great. It's a good job.
So 10-5 is your score at half. Torque with the upper hand with those 10 rounds. We're going to be going into this pistol round. It looks as though it's going to be a little bit of banana play here early in the round by Vega.
And the one guy with the nades from Vega as well ended up getting naded, I think. Or did he end up getting
Good
shot?
read.
No, he ended up getting
Smoke,
Ooh, the
flash,
flash
nade.
first. So they're going to try to pop it and then go in, throw the smoke on the way out. Whoa, that's they're not even smoking CT off.
maybe the going spawn.
Oh boy.
And
Well, that counts
everybody's
against them.
blind, and Steele takes the
That's-
peaks that he's been taking this entire game.
I feel like that's the tough part about not smoking CT is that this guy would love to have the ability to
Okay,
swing
Kisa.
out on players who are coming up
Yeah.
against the wall. looking
That
at the
one
site,
flash,
right?
you're like, you get so many, right?
Yeah.
You can also
Yeah.
tell that Vega is not having the best of games. The fact that even Josh stays alive there, he gets the 2, that's fine. But the other 3 is on their way in, so he just swings and no one hits him. Full focus on the guys at the side here after as well.
There's
Good
actually,
stack on fourth.
and they could actually do that a little bit better because there's a way you could smoke Coffin closer and faster to where it instantly pops, and then he could potentially be at the corner as they're running into nade spawn, so that the bloom does damage if he's close, and then also gives him a little bit of cover.
A little
But,
coverage.
Too many bounces on that smoke.
many bounces, and also some heads being bounced there, as Conor McGregor would say.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck are you trying to peek my banana?
What the fuck is Mayweather?
Fuck the Mayweather.
Focus.
Someone had to do it. Sorry.
I mean, he got his ass beat, so.
Listen,
It happened.
he got his ass slapped 150 times slowly until the score was in the other person's favor.
But technically, the win is the win.
But will Vega
We're having a very hard
Beat
time with
Gas in the
their
eighth.
names so far.
It's
Let's
true.
just stop talking for the rest of the
Viagra Squadron.
Vega Squadron, 4 CZs and a Deagle. Not much they can do with this round. Steel, super hurt, still able to take down Chopper before he's straight out by Hoochie. That's right, the Hoochie himself.
His Twitch comment.
Gucci.
Europe was founded in 1848 by Walker, Texas Ranger, when he rode his horse across the Atlantic. I
That's
don't
a
know,
thing.
like,
Yeah, I read that in my history book too.
I
Twitch.
learned that from HLTV.
Kusta and
cry.
Swag left in a kind of awkward position. The bomb is just now going to be going down shortly. But, you know, complete B-site control here by Vega. JR going to get the drop on Braxton. It's now up to Kusta.
This is
Doing
actually
pretty well in this matchup so far. 2 flashes. He's got the FAMAS, catches the drop
Okay,
there
Kusta.
on Shander.
Okay.
Now a 2v1. JR and Mir. He finds a little bit of damage there onto JR. Can he finish him off? Not likely. He escapes the banana.
It's looking sharp, though.
Very sharp. Kusta, though, taking these peaks, ultimately not able to capitalize and power through into the site and defuse. So Vega Squadron will put a round on the board, making it 11-6 Torque.
now everyone's spamming that what I said. That's terrible. Well, that's not a great round for Torque to lose, and this match could get close to 11-11 if you don't pay close attention to the rest of these rounds. Economy spirals out of control.
All right.
And they can't run that way now. They shan't. That's what you do when your teammate's trying to not follow your strat. You just volley off his path.
Damn, sorry, it wasn't on purpose. I swear.
Top banana control. Vega Squadron moving up quickly. Not wasting any time. Only a minute 30. They
Ooh.
got tons of control.
Little cheeky smoke there from Joshua Stia Nissan.
Joshua and Nissan.
Joshua
Using
WRX.
those Overwatch tactics to delay his opponents.
That's a strange round.
Going first as well, top mid.
Okay.
Debatable.
Debatable at best.
So far, actually, pretty successful round. Not only do they pretty much have a good idea of where the T's are, they have one of them on red HP.
Stacks coming back. Good flash. Josh capitalizes, and him staying alive is going to delay the rotates. They're going to get desperate at this moment. They're down to 3 players, 3
Stay
versus
alive,
5.
Josh, you know. There you go.
Oh yeah, big rotate coming out.
And,
And
then
they have
the
mid
mid
control.
player, I was going to say, if he wanted to get a little overexcited, he could walk down the bench here, but there's a chance they came back, so maybe
A conservative play.
a conservative play there to maintain the advantage.
Little Deagle spam coming in from spawn. The bomb has worked its way up to that pool area, water area, I think it'd be called.
It's looking grim right now.
Molotov over there in the new box, gonna catch Steel. He was already hurt. Didn't hurt his feelings too bad. Kusta, though, left with the kit, finds a 1D there onto Mir.
Bang, bang.
And his
And they
second
needed
one to
that.
Shander.
That was what they needed to keep this match in the same kind of space they have the whole game. You know, without that, they could have, like I said, got closer to 11-9 pretty quick there.
So Vega beat FaZe on Inferno. Torque
Torque
beat
beats
Vega.
Vega.
So Torque is better than FaZe. That is what
I didn't say it.
That's what I'm hearing.
I didn't say it.
I said it, but don't at me. All right. My name's Jordan Nothing Gilbert.
I didn't say anything. Look at James RL just standing tall as the coach in the center of
Standing
the room.
guard. Standing watch.
I really like Marcus. That's why I like to give him his shout-outs. He works hard. Everyone was...
You guys went to the same daycare together, right?
Yep, we went same daycare. We also both took turns with your... I'm kidding.
Oh, did we? Well, that must have been. See, here's the shitty part about what Jordan just said is the fact that I know his mother,
Yeah.
and she's a saint.
So you can't...
So that is a shit. That was a
Can't
shit
do it.
strategy by Jordan many years ago. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
Just take the low blows.
Garbage. It's all right, Jordan. Got a little something for you, bud.
Stunna would like you to know if he'd never met your mother, swear to
He
God.
would have done something.
I would have done so. I swear.
Oh, Pollo. A little hungry. Hoochie realizing there could be an opening here, but who's the last guy at A? He might be aware of it. Kusta.
The old
Can you hear
Cooster.
this? Cooster? Yes,
Oh.
he can.
Cooster with the AK underneath porch.
Okay.
Picking up 1 kill on Hoochie.
His name's Hutchie.
Whatever, dude.
Brack's like, what's up?
What's up, bitch?
Pollo, getting a little overexcited there. Jumping through the hallways.
Kind of laugh at that.
Chopper with 26 HP. Launders going to be without a jaw soon. So, fine.
Whoa. Are you threatening violence, my friend?
No.
I'll hit you with the judo
So
chop.
this is where it's kind of disheartening about Vega. It sucks because you saw them make such a splash at the major for who they are and come out, and like Robin said, I guess when your playbook is so sharp in one area, it's going to be dull in others. And right now we're seeing that they don't necessarily have too much depth, but also it's one map.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's going to happen on Mirage? So they were good on Inferno at the major. Maybe they haven't looked at it as much, and they got a little lazy on it. So you never know what's going to happen. We could be eating our words. So.
And I think this team out of everyone as well did not get a chance to practice in between major and now, because they would have been staying in Boston.
So
Good
we could
point.
be seeing a sleeping beast right now.
Yeah.
Slowly waking up.
Oh my God. That's
Mopping them up. Brax or Swag for short.
Unban the kid.
4-letter name for short. Swag.
Swag, short for Brax. Brax, short for Swag. It's a real vice versa, inverse operation there. Anyway, picking up a 4K coming out of those A-halls in a waterfall fashion. Brax is there to catch them up with his pail and his AK. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get in there, Brax. Yeah. 14 rounds in the way of Torqued. And a 6 on the board for Vega.
Is that where Twitch spams VAC even though it was a 4K of people's no armor coming out of a door?
No armor jumping
no
out of a
headshots.
smoke.
Are you tilted, Jordan?
Just straight.
No, actually I'm not tilted because I'll take them. Anytime you want to give
Listen.
me some.
Take it. You're seeing tons of aggression right now.
Which, Torx can afford. They have 2 guys on these MP9s here. They might even still,
Uh-oh.
if they can get 2 more
AZK.
kills, he is the French star. Give us 2 more kills.
About to have a golden moment
Oh.
with the MP9? No, it's not.
He is a French star. How does that go? Because
I don't know, man.
couldn't even remember. it
Oh,
if I
big
tried.
nade.
Ooh. Okay.
Get a couple more. Get a couple more!
Oh my God, dude, that could have turned out so bad.
He could have got that kill and then lingered around.
Yeah.
and then
Define bad for Fifflaren.
I mean, he got
Listen.
that last one. It's 1-on-1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Potential to lose the round because the last Vega player only had like 35 HP.
Shame.
That was also the throwaway round for Torts. I actually don't dislike this call either. Play aggressive, you have the throwaway round anyway in terms of, listen, we have money to spend, let's just try and do something we haven't done before. Didn't work out, that's okay. Now you tried that, and that's fine.
Listen,
Now
bad
Vega
kid.
has to pay attention to potential aggression, so you could potentially see maybe some more wasted nades or even a headshot from a JR.
J.R. Smith and Wesson.
Smith and Wesson, and it's stainless.
There you go.
And there's a brand new Rari. Fixing to paint her. Just kidding. Either way, stealing AZK. Definitely an insurmountable task ahead of them. And a 2v5. Weapons all over the place here for the Vega Squadron. In fact, and 1 AWP in the hands of JR.
So we got it here. AZK. He is the North American player. But the Titan,
he is the
he is
French
the French
star.
star.
Outstanding piece of literature. What would that be, like a haiku in CS World? It's like a poetry
I think
piece.
there are very specific rules for that too.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Launders. Don't rain on my parade, man.
Launders about to whip out the diagram.
Jesus
So
Christ.
Let me put on my smart man glasses.
what constitutes a proper haiku?
Actually, if you break it down to the third
575 rhyme scheme.
Yeah. You have strength in him?
Hell yeah.
Diopter?
Not much.
How much is it?
0.25.
Oh, so you're, what would that be, nearsighted?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Nearsighted and Torque near the finish line at 14
There's-
rounds.
That shit
Not
messes
yet
me
ready
up.
to buy.
Oh, that's not bad.
Now for me it was like no change, but I'm also farsighted.
I
So
might
it's
be
like, I think
something.
it nullifies.
Everyone's eyes are getting messed up these days. Wear gunner optics, code nothing.
Listen, my mother said, if you're not on the computer, your eyes won't get completely fucked.
Old
I
wives' tale.
call lies.
There you go, Poyo.
Boyo with the turn, getting one
Oh.
onto Shander before Hutchie. My bad. Hoochie is what I meant. Hutchie. Somehow able to turn this around, though. Steal AZK in a 2v3.
What do we think his logo stands for, like the portrait.
It's probably some anime shit.
You think so?
Yeah, some weeb shit.
So what's your favorite anime, Launders?
Hunter x Hunter.
Never watched it. Have you heard of Naruto?
I'm about to Naruto right now. Okay.
Yo, man, I'm so caught up on Naruto, bro.
My Sharingan didn't work.
Yo, dude, caught a lot of Naruto last week, man.
Hey, man, I enjoyed it when I first watched
Listen,
it.
Stunna, that's not what we sound like, okay?
What, weebs or we?
We.
We. Yeah. Well, Steel, 25 kills on the board. Frags, I should say, because that's proper terminology in the gamer world I've learned over the past decade. Still going to fall to JR, bringing us at a 14-9. Torqued, finally going to get the chance to purchase some gear here. How about that, Fifflaren?
No, it's great. Good job.
You did it. You've been fiscally responsible for 2 rounds, and we're going to let you buy this
No, but
round.
I was actually, again, Torque, in terms of money management, I actually think they're just doing a great job. Like 14-9, they don't have to buy here. They could afford to buy that. 4 grand is like, do we want to take the gamble? No. Let's just semi buy here. Make sure that we have all the utility, and maybe an op, potentially even an op next round. We have all the time in the world.
Let's keep a half chub and then eventually get to the fully
Exactly.
tent.
Like we saw that one guy earlier today.
Yes,
He
on
was
live
working-
stream.
He was working on it.
I was luckily looking away, and then I looked back at the opportune moment when it wasn't there. I'm glad you guys were blessed with that, though. It's a good start to a Friday, I suppose.
I feel like that's how you should start every Friday.
Looking at the wiener. Yes. I said wiener on broadcast. That's a bucket list thing. Feel much better about myself. Just like JR taking out Kusta as they inch forward with, and to be corrected here, Torque did not buy this round.
Brax, like, drop
Yes.
that A-cam,
They
man?
just
Oh my god.
they bought a little bit.
Oh, it's still getting ugly here. Brack's got a couple of bullets left over in the CZ, 5 to be exact. Nobody to fight quite yet. Will he
wants
have
to
the opportunity to
jump again,
reload?
but
He's giving him a lot of space. There's still a chance. Oh.
He was trying to catch the AK,
Yeah.
but I don't think because he wasn't quite sure and he couldn't obviously take his hands off the balcony. A little bit unlucky, but it works out.
Hoochie gang, hoochie gang, hoochie gang. Sorry.
My bitch love you.
No, I said hoochie.
Yeah.
Hoochie. Hutchie gang, hutchie gang.
Hutchie.
That'd be-
gang,
yeah. It's a play on words for sure there.
Thanks, dude. Got it fresh out on my Twitter notifications. So thank you. We're going to give that guy credit. What'd you
Double
call it?
opt here on
Clout.
Torque. What?
Clout.
That sounds like some Logan Paul shit.
Okay, Kusta.
Ew.
Ali Koifu.
Bless you.
Ali _
Robin.
96. Thank you very
Woo.
much for the meme.
I think I
Alright,
watched Swedish Meatball come out.
Yeah,
a
no,
little
you
bit.
definitely did. Ooh.
So good
Stuff.
pick by Kusta here. Brax, you're gonna show us a little something on the wrap side. Look at those little tulips in the corner of his scope. It's probably pleasant to look at.
To keep you calm.
Those tulips, am I wrong?
Could be opium.
Okay, Brax running moto pit. He's quick. Poyo showing,
Damn.
proving his worth there.
Poyo finding 2 before falling to Mir. Now Mir left in a 1 versus 4 with the AK, no bomb. He's going to have to fall back just a little bit under the ever watchful eye of Swag, or Brax for shorts, AWP. Finally able to, where he's trying to grab the bomb. Seems like a bit of a task here, as it is actually on top of the balcony rather than in the pit. Peeking the hall, though, Steel's about to peek. Steel gets that information. They know exactly now. They can kind of clamp down on him just a little bit more. He does find a kill, though, on AZK before Kusta is able to AWP him right into his sternum. And
Bless you.
Gesundheit, Fifflaren,
He's
if
got
you're
a
in chat,
tissue.
let's get a God bless you for Fifflaren or Gesundheit or whatever.
Oh my God! All right, I'm
native
back.
tongue.
How do you say bless you in Swedish? Like
Prosit.
what is it?
Prosit.
Prusit.
Prosit.
Prusit.
Pruse it or I kill you.
Prusit, talk.
That was funny.
Haha.
Yeah, you're so funny. He's having the time of his life over there on the other side of the couch.
I'm so proud of myself. Oh my god.
So 15-10 here. I can count.
Questionable, Jordan. Questionable. Even Sean Gares agrees.
I was gonna say, is Steven here? I think he's getting some vitamin D.
Vitamin right behind us.
Maybe just the D.
Probably yes. Probably more so just a D. Either way, guns on both sides here. Oh, Kashander making a great peek onto Swag.
Instant swap out. Repeat.
Poyo.
Perfect. Well played from Poyo.
Little Molly mid.
Capitalize on the second guy.
4v3.
Poyo with the op and the AK swap. Then he bop.
You were going places with that one.
I was going.
I felt like that was the one. That was like 2015 Jordan Raps.
Rolling back the years.
So when you drop your first EP and then your mixtape right after that. Yeah. Either way, AWP and JR, Hutchie and Chopper, all three going towards Banana. Kusta giving a knock kill. Can he grab another? I think he grabbed a
I
leg
love the
there.
wide swing right there. Confidence from Kusta.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't love the not kill.
Turns into a 2v2. JR very hurt, pushing that back haul with AWP, trying to cut off that aggression that could be coming from the CT spawn area.
They play
And
these.
he's going to catch Poyo off guard here any second. There it is. A good shot, a good position by JR.
Oh,
Steal. Having a great game, has them very low. Finds one headshot.
Whoa! Did JR
He
even
saw
see
the elbow.
him?
He saw the elbow. JR popped him through the corner of the box.
My goodness.
They were so low, too, man.
You know, he could see JR's elbow, but could JR see him at all?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
It
But I
didn't
bet
seem
he
like
just
it.
saw,
Yeah.
he heard the shot and then just snapped a little to it. Because either way, if he holds that angle any longer, he's dead.
Very cool stuff from JR.
Mm-hmm. A double save coming in from Torque.
Oh, let's take a look. Dude dies.
Oh, he sees
Oh,
him.
he saw him,
Yep,
yeah. Okay. It's not that sick.
Just saw a little elbow there, fella.
YR picking up mid. See what I did there? Because I'm Swedish.
YR. Oh,
YR.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I got you.
YR.
Oh, look at this shit, man.
Good memes.
Good memes. We have one flash though. Full stack from Torque on the B bomb side. I like this. Take a gamble. You know it's not gonna pay out.
Just like you, if you invested a Bitcoin at 18K.
Hey.
Hey,
How
yeah.
about 21K?
Ooh.
The worst is like
Life
this,
savings.
the
Back to
old,
school
like
for
the
you.
grandparents and the people that are like, they get convinced by like a grandson or something.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, no,
it's blowing up. It's the future.
just do it.
All right, Sonny.
I'm never going to listen to my grandchildren.
No, no.
Hell no.
Just knowing how
Here's
much
all
of
my
an idiot I
retirement.
am.
How dumb I was
And I
when I was that age.
Was and am.
We get one
You
more
know,
kill here. That'll go a long
Just
way.
don't do it.
Joshua Steele, Nissan, how where are you? Oh. Set him up for that one.
It's interesting that Poyo is kind of the most inexperienced player on the team, but he's not been highlighted as a guy who's like, oh, he's the one lagging behind. He actually has been doing really well.
All right.
12-15 here. Not the greatest money situation
No, one more eco here from Torque.
for Torqued, and the first time these boys get to start feeling a little pressure,
Yeah.
aside from getting run
And
over
on top
by
of
SK.
that, I'm guessing tactical. They shouldn't even buy a single pistol or maybe one flash. Because if you end up losing this, the next round when you do end up full buying,
You want to drop an op?
you want to be able to drop an up. And on top of that, if you do end up buying a little bit now, chances are if it does end up going 15-14 and you don't have a lot of money, it's rather just like fully save now. Don't even bother with it.
Have two more.
Do not
decent-
like this at all from Poyo, and like the flashbangs from ACK is fine. Everything else just straight save. Because at the end of the day, T economy right now like doesn't matter. You just throw that out the window, you know. Now you're potentially looking into if you lose this round, you lose the next round. That's a full buy. You're looking at a pistol buy again almost.
I told him he was dead to me, DJ. I actually told him he was dead to me.
I agree with you, Robin.
Yes, Robin.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Thanks.
I did agree with you.
Thanks. It's alright. I'm not looking for
Affirmations.
confirmation or affirmation. Yeah.
Yeah. Validation.
I'm
You
just-
don't need it.
I am
You're
just
fucking
looking
Robin,
for the
Fifflaren, Robin.
fucking internet's opinion, because that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yes. HLTV.org forums.
Yeah.
Their opinions weighed heavily on this
Definitely.
year's Counter-Strike action. We got a little bit of a pause here, seemingly a tech. I don't know what sort. But Jason Moses O'Toole, if you're watching this broadcast, I want you to know that you are actually dead to me. I know what you've done to me, and that's completely fine. Just remember this when we're living together in Denmark. Because just like Freddy Krueger, when you close your eyes,
He'll
I'm
be
right there. Believe it?
That's yeah. You guys have the North American time slot from Denmark, don't you?
Oh, yeah. So it's going to get real weird in the wee hours in the morning.
The best slot.
Wow. That's
Nonetheless. Freeze time is unpaused, and we will be jumping back into what could be the last round of the half, 15-12 in favor of Torque currently, but they are not going to have any weapons this round.
Wait, so Stunna, here's a question.
Uh-oh.
So, I mean, granted, you mentioned Jason for a reason.
No,
and
that's
I
true.
just had to find out why. And 4 minutes ago, he's posted a clip
Dog, we don't listen. Okay,
that has
so
you in it, and apparently it's gold. I haven't been able to watch it yet.
because this is an eco round,
Uh-huh.
I'll just fuck it. Here we go. Right?
Okay.
This is one of those broadcasts.
All right.
So I'm doing a Quake event, right?
Yep.
Quake Champions. Good time, great atmosphere. There's some old faces. We're on this sort of like analyst desk couch thing. It's just me and Jahoob, I think, or Jahar.
Jehovah's Witness.
Jahar's witness. No, so anyway, I went to say, looking at this map veto, who gets the short end of the stick?
Ah.
And instead, I said, who gets the short end of the dick?
Oh my god, this is great. I
Yeah.
gotta watch this now.
So-
I just love Dick.
It's
jokes.
out there now.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's
Thank
definitely
you
out
very
there.
much, Mr.
Sneak
O'Toole.
around,
Yeah,
everybody.
look at
Let's
this.
just go
That
find
shovel
this.
is getting shorter every hour.
The shorter the shovel, the not
sweeter,
sweeter
the juice.
The sweeter the bruise? Shit, I don't know. Anyway, yes, this is an eco round. What could be considered a throwaway round here for Torqued while you are all furiously typing up onto... I literally, I can hear it in the broadcast, Jordan. Thank you.
Trace, you look good here, though, Trace, honestly.
It gets better because you
That's
didn't
when I
say,
cared, and then right after that, I was just kind of like, you know what?
It gets better because you didn't say the worst end. You said the best end.
I said the
of
short
the
end.
dick.
The short end of the dick. Who's getting the stub end of this one is what I might as well have said, right?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
that
look,
was
check
good.
it out. Vega is all over this beast site. They don't give a fork if you care or not because they're going to be getting this bomb down. No money here to boot it from Torqued. Really no armor to save either unless you're Poyo with the CZ.
And coming down to the last 2 rounds here in a second.
Yep.
And I'm going to hold on to my miniature water bottle here. And excited.
You have two.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about my large squirt gun. I was talking about my miniature water bottle.
Large squirt gun.
These are 2 actual objects there.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
That's the freakiest one. That's the Ryan.
Okay.
So here, okay?
All right.
What's Freak doing these days?
Chilling.
Is he streaming?
He's playing on his brother's team, and I don't know if he's been streaming.
Oh, he's in
actually.
Premiere, yeah?
Yeah. Is it Premiere? Mountain Dew League? Yeah, because we
Mountain Dew,
saw.
yeah. Man, I'm going to be calling it invite until I'm dead.
Yeah,
Not a fan.
I don't know. Yeah, right.
Invite.
Premiere sounds.
Welcome to invite. You know what I mean?
Well, is it? Wait,
That's
is it
how I
Premiere or is
felt.
it's Premiere, not professional, right? It's Premiere.
It's not even Premiere. It's, you know.
Mountain Dew League. Yeah, but that's not invite.
No, but it's
Good
yeah,
little
Pro
head
League.
stack there. The flash doesn't
Pro
go all
League
the way
and
around the
NBA.
corner. You guys are talking about 2 separate things. There's invite and Premiere. Mountain Dew League was Premiere,
Yeah.
and then Pro League is invite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, you never know, right? What if Mountain Dew doesn't re-sign with
Dr. Pepper Pro League.
ESEA? You might get something else done. You know what I mean? Then
Let's
you
just
can
cut
change the
that
name.
one right there. Anyways, here live at Beyond the Summit. Here's our sponsors: Monster, Vive, Vulcan Bet, Final Mouse, AOC, WTF Skins, and Netgear Nighthawk Pro. I have one at home actually. No lie. That can't script it.
Then that's gear one.
The Netgear Nighthawk.
I've
Yep.
heard good things.
Solid reach. I could stream Beyond the Summit all the way from the dog walk across the street. Anyways, solid skills on point. Kusta gonna reaggress mid here, saying he ain't scared.
Potentially the last buy for Vega.
Could go wrong if he misses a shot, but
He does get it though, 4-on-4. And on top of that, to
4-on-4.
move back to B. Wait,
If-
who's there?
Ooh, B's weak.
Is that?
And Cassandra.
Oh,
Cassandra. Shander.
ooh, I like AZK's smoke there. Gives him time to stay alive. They're not gonna show what fringe to look at. Hopefully he doesn't die too fast.
Well done.
Stay alive, Kev. There you go, buddy.
yeah, he shouldn't even peek. Oh, damn. He goes down. I was gonna say ACA shouldn't even peek anymore. Just wait for backup. Brack sense for going down and spawn. They get
The
a
flash is
smoke.
big right there, but he dies in a small way. We're gonna plant the bomb now. 2 versus 2 situation.
I tried to still be serious here, but Lauren's just like
He
all
is
these
laughing,
jokes.
making me laugh.
Okay.
And this might be the end unless Mur shows. Oh,
Oh.
Map 1 going to Torque.
Woody Woodpecker.
16-13. Poyo sealing his first ever probably match in a way like that. Obviously, he played at the MDL Lambs. It's probably his first
Really good.
El Pollo going loco.
match playing
I played an
international.
entire season of main with him before he moved on to get into ranked
did that
S.
go?
and
Way to
everything.
humble brag, right?
Yeah.
No, he was the star player.
Was
He was really good.
Mm.
Yeah. No, and he was like he had his eyes set
What,
on Pro League. He said he was gonna
What position did he
settle.
play back then? Same?
top fragger.
Tough bragger.
Tough fragger.
Top
Entry, I don't give a
fragger.
fuck.
Yeah,
Star.
he was definitely the entry, very
Always
aggressive.
entry.
Yeah, super good playmaker.
That's
And
well, that's kind of
very
interesting then,
confident
right?
kid.
Because obviously he's not playing entry here.
Yeah, no, I don't know if he's trying to take
I
a
think he's
backseat,
getting
but
his
he's
feet wet.
very good at entry fragging.
Yeah, and you could tell like some of the rifle plays he was making when he actually knows where the enemy's at and they're coming to him. He's got the mechanical skill. Gonna be curious to see, and he seems to have a good attitude, right? Like you could tell the people
Yeah.
who are willing to learn. I'm not sure if he's got that. Oh, is this the keyboard? Okay, the cloud, the James Bardolph.
Oh, no. Autofocus isn't on, James. It's not on, so you're gonna have to tamper with the camera yourself.
Oh no.
The producer said you're allowed to tamper with the camera.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
Bruce
So
said
George
just
is gonna
start
go
ripping
well.
wires out until
Yeah,
it
yeah.
works. It's fine.
Marcus.
Either way,
Marcus.
Torque
No,
picking up
maybe
the
next
first map here. You want to come and say some words here, Jamarcus? It's the
Marcus
cross.
IRL.
That way everybody knows. So
Give us 2 sentences.
James
about-
RL, coach of Torqued. Tell us a little bit about that map.
We almost threw it away.
Shake my head.
No pun intended.
Jesus,
They're
man.
they're solid. They'll punish you. You saw those rounds at B that we should have won a lot earlier.
You guys have definitely impressed us here on the couch. You did a good job. Robin pointed out a lot, controlling your money situation a lot better. Really only one round that was super glaring, maybe 2 on T side where you guys did get a pick again and were kind of a little hesitant on what direction to go with the number game. But other than that, Steel
Yeah, I
playing
think it was
great at
very
Banana.
solid.
Pretty good default, getting the picks.
The first time we paused was after we lost in that advantage situation, and we kind of just talked about how to not let that happen again. So.
Another change I would say that we saw that, I mean, granted we didn't see a lot of executes yesterday versus SK, but Josh actually taking the tempo
Yeah.
a lot of the rounds here, like versus
Steel, he's
Vega.
taking a lot of the fight into his own hands
Yeah.
rather than waiting.
Was that intentional? Was that something you guys talked about?
How about next
Definitely
map, Mirage? How you feeling? Quick
yeah.
thoughts.
Yeah. We knew it was gonna be this. We knew it was gonna be these 3 maps or one other one. So it was pretty straightforward because they like similar maps as us. So
Cool. Well,
Not
we'll
a
let you go join your team.
yeah,
Thanks
you.
for joining us. See you around. And with that,
Let's cut to a break.
yeah, let's
to a
go to a
break. I gotta
quick break.
pee.
I got to think about my entire life.
Yeah, you
Oh
get to
my
see it
gosh.
again for the 3rd time.
Outstanding.
My goodness.
All right, let's go ahead and cut this. See ya.